Hi everybody, it's April from April's Crochet.and.more, and I'm going to give you a review on Classic Shades Sequins Lite. It's one of the universal yarns that they have. I ordered it from Premier, and let's see, it's on sale. It's normally $6.99, and it's on sale for $4.19 each right now. It's 264 yards. It's a lightweight 3. And there's 15 colors, and it's self-striping, as you can see. And the stripes actually worked out perfectly. I didn't have to color control or anything. You can see the sequence. And it's on, you can see it on both sides. Between it being fuzzy and the sequence, if you do tight stitches and you need to frog it, you're not going to be able to. This sequence makes it a little bit harder to frog, and of course the little fuzzies do too. But it's, I like it. I think it's a really pretty yarn. It reminds me of the colors by, what is it? I want to say Loops and Threads, but I don't know if that's right or not. Yeah, it reminds me of the Loops and Threads, except the Loops and Threads doesn't have the sequins. But there's also another Classic Shades, and it's called Frenzy, and it's a bulky 5. And it's also on sale right now for $3.29, and it's more of the multiple colors. It's self-striping still, but not just the 2 shades like the Sequence Lite has. The Frenzy has the different shades like the Loops and Threads. And I would say it's the same consistency. See, it's 30% wool and 70% acrylic, and this is... the Loops and Threads 100% acrylic. But they remind me of the exact same thing, except Loops and Threads is a 4, and it has more yardage but usually the bulky 5s don't have as much yardage as the regular 4s. This is 74% acrylic, 22% wool, and 4% paillette. I don't know if that's how you say it or not, which would be the sequence. I have, let's see, this color is, out of the 15 colors that they do have this in, so I don't forget to tell you, only one of them is out of stock right now. When I was ordering, a couple of them that I wanted was out of stock, but now there's just one out of stock out of the 15. This color is Radiant, and it's just like the white and the different light grades of gray, which, as you can see, this is how well this is actually showing up. And then this color is, I think, this is Stellar. I was right, Mallard was one of the ones I wanted, and it was out of stock. That's why I was thinking this one was Mallard. But it has the sequence too, but you don't see the sequence as much as how you can see them in this one. This one has them, but it's harder to actually point them out, except for when the light hits it. There, on that end, you can see it a little better. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving it so you can see the sequence. And then, oh, this one's smushed. This is a substitute mail lady. Decided to jam my order in my mailbox when it wouldn't fit. This color is Zenith. I think that's how you say that. And I don't remember if I told you how many yards these were or not. They're 264 yards. And I did make a little swatch to see how hard it would be to pull out. And with the double crochets, it wasn't bad because I did them loose. But the single crochets, I ended up, well, after I did my chain, and then I went back and did a row of single crochets, and I ended up doing that, and then I went to half double crochet and a double crochet. The double crochet pulled out really good, but the half double crochets gave me a little bit harder. But then when I got to the single crochets, I ended up breaking it because it wouldn't pull out for me any longer. But like I said, if you do your stitches loose, you won't have a problem if you have to frog it. There's only one thing that I don't like about this yarn, and I don't know if it's just this one scan, but I see some, well, that might be the end. Where the sequence is on it. Can you see that string? I have little spots all through that have a little string pulled out where the string broke from the sequence, and that's what's holding the sequence on. So I'm gonna have to go, I tied them, but I'm gonna have to go back and clip some of those little strings, because I know they're there, so I'll have to do something with them. Like right there is one. And I was thinking I stopped so I could show you on here, but I must have kept going. But like I said, I haven't looked to see if it's any more of the scans or if it's just this one. Which, this one actually has gotten better. There's not as many as I've gone through. Which usually I would find one by now, but I'm not finding one. But it is wound very loosely, but that's the string that's holding the sequence on. And as you can see, it's wound really loose around that. The yarn's not like a tight wind, like a, what would I just call it, a regular number 4 yarn. But I do like it. It does remind me of the loops and threads. And I would like to get some more of the colors, but, which right here on this one you can see the string, but this is the end of it where it's, at least I think it is. So I'm hoping they're not all like that. I do see a couple spots, which it sticks out more on where the black is. This one I don't see any of them, which is good. This scan, I really don't see any on this one either, which I'm glad. So I hope there's not a lot of them on this one. Says I know it will stick, that white string will stick out more on the black. I'll have to tie that and cut it off there. But, and to give everybody an update with the goats who wants to hear about it. Trouble is doing better. She's improving every day. The vet says that she's on the right track. We are doing physical therapy with her. She's still not using her back legs, as in really moving them, but she kind of hobbles with them. And she's at least standing up and able to do that. She's not standing for very long. But, like I said, she is getting better every day. And Molly is doing really good. We've been keeping her in the house at night. And some during the day. We got a new goat last night, so we have the new goat here at the house in a little fenced-in area. So Molly's been outside with her all day. And she came with the name of Butters. Her brother's name was Popcorn. But I'll probably show you guys a video of her Saturday when we move her out to the farm. But Molly is doing great. She doesn't take a bottle anymore. She was too young to be away from her mom. So she was doing the bottles every day, a couple times a day. And she's found out that she loves grain. And she has learned how to drink water out of the bowl. Which is hilarious to watch because she's like a little puppy or kitten, how they stick their noses too far down in the water. But she's doing really good. We take her out to the farm so she can be with Socks and so she can see Trouble and so she can see the new billy goat. And his name just went right out of my head. Bucky. That's his name. And let me see. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I want to say hello to all my new subscribers and thank everybody for sticking around. And I will be having a 1K giveaway here. I'll probably post a video for it the next day or two. And thank you everybody for getting me to 1K. I really appreciate it. And thanks for sticking around. And I will see you all later. And I promise to have more videos of yarn up and not as many videos as the goats. But that's kind of been my life for the last couple weeks. Thanks. And stay healthy.